Good morning, Patriots. This is Fred, the flag bearer in Renton, Washington, the state of Washington. And I'm coming up on 69 years old, and I'd like to say something frankly and honest. I grew up in some tumultuous times, but I have never seen the behavior that I'm seeing from the number of people that I'm seeing and the amount of outright unlawful behavior. I, I've I've voted for bad presidents. I've voted for a good president, and maybe now another good one. And we'll see if we, the people, can respond. But if you just respond and ask guarantees from the thing that President Trump and his team is promulgating, and as the duly elected president, not by Chads or anything like that, but the duly elected president, catching this amount of grief from outright known to be sold out people. You just have to check their financial records to see where a lot of these characters are. And a lot of people are retiring out of there and not coming back for election and stuff. These are very ambitious people. And it's kind of surprising to see these choices. Like, I wonder if there's other reasons for that. However, I will say outrightly that this thing about Russia, I have followed and been a huge fan since 2012 of Judicial Watch and WikiLeaks. For a long time, I was a big CNN fan, ABC fan. All the letters, I went through times from the 50s when it was introduced to me as a babysitter TV. So this thing of making children and children roles out of little kids has got to end. It's just got to end. This is all a plan. And if you'll check, Ruth Bader Ginsburg's 1977 or 79 American Civil Liberties paper. If you look at Pelosi over the years, her different statements, these people are chameleons. And they're all making millions. They're making millions. While our after President Reagan, it was almost like an outright garage sale of our steel, of technologies. It was at a frightening pace, and it looked to be going on instead of in spite of whether Bernie or President Clinton got in there. None of these things would have changed, and no one has been talking about this incredible scourge of missing children. What's happening to these children? Are they getting on UFOs and going away and repopulating new worlds? But the one thing we do know is we have a huge amount of missing children. Why isn't that talked about? And finally, the President of the United States, the one who got Korea going on and is at least working towards outcomes to take our troops and our war machine and bring it back to taking care of hopefully natural disasters and things other than making endless wars. That is an obvious goal of this president. And attacking the other scourge of this nation, which is the financial systems. Check into that. Check into how that's right. About the Federal Reserve. And I heard the president finally, a president, talking about 1913 when we got pirated. And it goes on further. These people gave cyanide poison to people and all kinds of stuff in order to make these things happen. And find out about Skull and Bones. Find out about the Skull and Bones. Good gracious, there's so much of their information out on it that you can get by looking. Now, understand this, the stuff is starting to be hidden. And why would that be? Because these people might be afraid, because if they're really doing horrible, evil, terrible things, and the evidence gets out on it, and people aren't afraid and being, suicided and killed and every kind of thing, wow, that'd be a big change. That is a difference maker. So as far as personalities and goes and stuff, hey, I swallow hard on President Trump. But man, I'll tell you what, he's a flag hugger. We're all kinds of people from all kinds of walks of life. We don't have to agree on anything, except everybody has a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And not to push our religious beliefs over on other people. But there's certain values that are non-negotiable. And I think we need to have a bold and honest conversation about it. Now, I'm going to say this, and I say this boldly, and I say this because I've seen the visual evidence. John F. Kennedy was a captain, a boat captain. And that boat went down, but his men came home alive. And John F. Kennedy, had a boat. And on that boat, he had a bell. And on that bell, it reads, where we go one, we go all. Now, you interpret that any way you want, but I'll tell you another thing boldly. It is in my heart to make America great again. And I believe that by doing so and cleaning up and doing what I thought was going to happen with President Obama until Secretary Clinton was forced upon him. Guys, don't lose faith. Don't give up. Know that you are so loved. Know that there is a higher power. For reasons that were a mystery to me until I grew older and I'm becoming more frail. Loves us all. And he sees us all as a beautiful, living continuance of love. So I didn't take the day off yesterday. I was physically unable to perform. I'm having a little, sometimes it's a struggle for us all. And no matter what happens, come rain or come shine, I want you to know that giving my life to this dream, there's so many things that happen to dedicate me to this and make me willing. And I'm so grateful for them all. Lynn Scow and the Sir Optimus Club at Federal Way and the flags. Francis Aronson, Richard Keaton, Vern Fries. I could name and name and name and name. Not all of us, but we all believed in this dream. So, till we meet again, happy trails to you. Until we meet again, happy trails to you. You know we are good friends. Much love, just a flag bearer out. Rock on, baby. Don't you ever give up. Come on now. Come on. Come on, show it to me.